Hi everyone, it's Frances Byrne here from Stamp House Studio with another creative chat with the MFT Stamps design team. This month we're discussing how we store our designer papers and how we store our scrap designer papers. First up, let's start with my 12x12 designer papers. Last month I showed you part of this setup when I did my creative chat on how I stored my cardstock. I told you then that the top 3 drawers next to my cardstock held my 12x12 cardstock. Well, the rest of that column of drawers holds the majority of my 12x12 designer papers. These drawers are from the Best Craft Organiser. We purchased just the drawers and my husband built the cupboard to suit, but you can also purchase them as a complete set if you want. Let's get a little closer and I'll show you some of them. In the first 3 drawers I store some of my Stampin' Up! Designer papers. I keep these in the sets they come in and any scrap pieces stay in the packet too. The next drawer has papers from a variety of different companies, and as you can see I also store my scraps in there as well so I know where they are. This one here is my Kaisercraft designer papers. I have a lot of designer papers with Kaisercraft. This one here is just a variety of companies again. As you can see, lots of different papers. And in this drawer here I have my basic grey papers. Now we're back to miscellaneous companies again, which is what it is in all the drawers that we go to now. And they continue up to the very top. I can't show you in a lot of those because it's very hard to open the drawers when they're further up with one hand when you've got a video in the other. In this very top drawer I store all my Christmas papers in, and if I need to get any Christmas paper it's just a matter of pulling out the drawer. That is a good thing about this system, is that the drawers do come out and I can just place the drawer on my table beside me, which is here, and look at whatever it is that I'm after. Now besides this I do have a few more 12x12s. This is another set of cupboards I have, which is a double-sided cupboard, so it has drawers in the front and the back of it. Let's go to the back. Now you see some more drawers. In this drawer here I have my die cut with a view paper pads in all sizes. I have a stack of these in here. Again, it's just a matter of lifting them out to have a look at something particular. And in this next drawer I have the remainder of my Stampin' Up! Papers. I've stopped buying 12x12s now unless I need something particular, as I prefer the 6x6 paper pads, which are becoming increasingly popular. The pattern papers in the 6x6 are more suited to card making. My 6x6 designer paper pads are stored in this shelving system that I purchased from IKEA earlier in the year. It is tucked underneath the table that I have behind me, so that when I want a designer paper it is easy enough just to turn around and select the paper I want. I wanted something to help keep my papers tidy and easy to get to, as the shelving is pretty deep, so my husband made these boxes which work well. In this drawer here I have all my Mind's Eye papers all together. I have quite a lot of these. I think they are my favourite designer paper right now. In this box here I have various different companies: Jelly Bean Soup, Authentique, Basic Grey, etc. This one on the far end stores my Prima pads and any designer papers that I have from the UK. I'll pull this out so you can have a look. Let's go down to the next shelf. Sorry, we're off screen a little bit there. In this one I have more pads: Echo Park, Cosmo Cricket and more basic grey. And this last drawer I have my Kaiser Craft pads. I have a lot of these Kaiser pads because they bring out two new pads a month and I can buy them locally, so it's easy to get. Now we move over to the bottom drawer in my desk, which is just across from the shelving that you saw, and I have more pads. I have more Kaiser pads, as you can see here, and I have all my Christmas paper pads all stored together in these two front piles here, so I know where to find them when I need them, and with Christmas coming soon I'll be needing them soon. And then miscellaneous papers in the back of the drawer. Now, how I store my pieces of scrap designer papers once I've used some from my paper pad is an idea I got from Jodie Collins, who is a member of the MFT Stamps design team. She came up with taping an envelope to the back. I use a 15cm square envelope, which I already had in my stash. I just taped it to the back of the pad, and then I can just fill it with all my scrap papers. As you can see, it's easy to find them and they can't get lost, and you can keep even the tiny pieces which are useful for paper piecing things like dresses on pure innocent girls, etc. The best place I have found to get square envelopes in Australia is from Regal Crafts. I think it is about $3 for a pack of 25, or you can get 500 for $50. That is how I normally buy mine, and I'll need to get some more very soon because I don't have many left. I've still got a lot of paper pads that I need to get done, but I haven't done them all just yet because I wanted to make sure that I had a few square envelopes left just in case I had a square card I needed to send to somebody else. Here's another thing that I do. Sometimes your paper pads fall apart when you remove a sheet of paper from them. So what do you do to keep them together so you don't lose them or they get mixed up with other pads? Well, recently I purchased this box of little clips, which I originally got because I liked the colours and thought they would be great on cards. Well, to be honest, I've only used one of them on a card, but then I started using them to hold my paper pads that fell apart together, and they are perfect. They don't take up any extra room, and now your pad is all together again, and you aren't going to lose any papers or lose track of what brand the paper is, as it's no longer with the cover, etc. I used a lot of the clips now, so I didn't waste my money after all. Well, that's it for me this month. Be back to chat with you again next month. Bye.